Hello everyone. In today's video, I'll show you how exactly binary search works using Python. The idea of binary search is very simple. You have an array, the array is mostly sorted, and you want to search for a particular element in a sorted array. How do you go about doing that operation is where binary search comes into picture. If you look at the example that I've given you, you have an array ranging from 1 till 32. The entire array is sorted and I want to search for the element 22 and I want a function that returns the index of this particular element, that is 22. The way binary search works is it kind of divides the array at every step into half. So you start off with say 10 elements, the next iteration you would have 5 elements and then 2 elements and so on and so forth. The idea is very simple. You pick the element that you want to search for, you find out the middle element of an array. If the element that you're searching for is greater than the mid element, then you search for the element in the right hand side and discard the left hand side completely. If the element that you're searching for is less than the middle element, then you discard the right hand side and you only search on the left hand side of the array. If this idea is clear to you, writing Python code for this particular algorithm isn't complex. So now I'll create an array first. So I'll say r_1. I'll copy the numbers as they are. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, 12, 22, 23, 28 and 32. And value to be searched is what I want, which is 22. So I'm searching for 22 in the array r_1. Now I'll create a function called as binary search. This particular function will accept two inputs. It will expect your input list and it will also expect the item that you want to search for. So I'll say item. Now, if you have to keep dividing your array into two halves every time, you also have to keep record of the starting and the end part of your array. For that, I create two variables called as low. Low would be assigned to 0 and I define a variable called as high, which would essentially be the end of the array that I'm considering. So high would be basically length of input list minus 1. So just to give you context, if my r_1 is what we are considering, the low value would be the 0th value. So r_0 is 1. And if I say length of input list of -1, sorry, this is r_1 again, my bad. So this would be 32. So 32 is the last element. 1 is my first element. So this is what I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm basically defining a window of start and end in terms of where I have to search for the element 22. So that is what I've done here. Now with every iteration, either low will increase or high will decrease, or you would essentially return the output. These are the three possible cases which are there. Okay. So now I'll define a loop condition which checks if my low is less than equal to high. So this is the condition that should be met if I'm basically iterating through the entire array. Now the first thing that I'll do is I'll basically calculate the mid value. So mid is equal to low plus high divided by 2. So I want the number to be integer. So that is what I've done here. Now this is the mid index. So let me change it to mid index, which is basically low plus high divided by 2. So if this idea is clear, let's go forward. Now we have the mid index. I don't know what the value of the mid index is. So that is where what I'll do next is I will create a variable called as mid_value equal to the input list referenced against the index. So input list referenced against the mid index. Now if my item is equal to the mid value, then we don't have to search anymore. So if I'm searching for say 9 and 9 is my middle value, then I don't have to search anymore. So I would just say return the mid index. The reason is I want to return the index of the array where I find the particular element. So that is what I've done here. Otherwise, if my mid value is greater than the item that I'm searching for, then essentially what I do is I compress the size of the right hand side. So now my high value would essentially be mid minus 1 because I'm searching in the left hand side. If my item is basically smaller than the mid value, that is what I've essentially captured here. If my mid value is greater than the value that I'm searching for, then essentially I have to search for in the left hand side of the array and not the right hand side. So that is what we have here. Otherwise, the other condition is if the item that I'm searching for is greater than the mid value, then my lower value should be increased by mid plus 1. So that is what we have here. Once the entire loop executes, if the item is present in the array, then I should be able to discover the element and return the index of that element. If not, then I'll return none. So now this is up and running. Let's now check if our function is working correctly or not. So let me pass in r_1 and let me pass in value to be searched, which is 22. It says mid is not defined. So okay, my bad. So it's basically mid value. Sorry. Sorry, it's not mid value, it's mid index. Sorry. So now it should work. And you have the output equal to 7. So let us count if it's 7 or not. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have successfully created a binary search algorithm using Python. If I now change it to a random value, say 55, it won't give me any value because essentially that number does not exist. So this is something that I wanted to show you today. I wanted to show you how you can create your own binary search algorithm in Python. Thank you so much for watching the video.